Imagine this. You're sitting across from a beautiful younger woman. The conversation is flowing. The energy is magnetic. And then she drops the question. So, how old are you? Most men panic. Their minds race. They stumble. I'm only 45. Is that okay? I'm 50. But most people say I look younger. I'm 55, but I still work out and take care of myself. Sound familiar? These responses might seem harmless, maybe even a little flattering, but to her, they scream one thing: insecurity. In that one moment, you've either passed the test or failed it without realizing. You see, your age isn't the problem, it's how you handle the question that determines everything. Whether you spark her interest or kill the vibe instantly. If you're over 40 and still feel unsure how to respond confidently to this question, this video is going to change everything. Welcome to Dark Psychology. I'm Amelia. Today we're diving deep into these subtle psychological tests hidden in a single question. How old are you? It's not about numbers, it's about confidence, maturity, and how you own the life you've lived. And don't worry, I'll be giving you word-for-word responses you can start using right away. So, make sure you stay until dined, because these lines can instantly shift her attraction in your favor. Let's break this down. In over 90% of cases, when a younger woman asks about your age, it's not because she's curious about the number. No, what she's really doing is this. She's checking if you're insecure about being older. She's wondering, will this man treat his age as a liability, or will he embrace it as part of his strength? Because the truth is, she already knows you're older. Your body language, your demeanor, your confidence, it's written all over you. She's not trying to figure out your behavior, she's trying to read your mindset. Is your age something you're ashamed of, for something you wear like a badge of wisdom and charm? Because if you flinch, if you start explaining or justifying, she instantly picks up on it. And trust Mo, no woman wants to be with a man who is insecure about himself, especially not one who's been around long enough. Talk no better. So, here's your first mindset shift. She's not judging your age, she's judging how you carry it. The minute you realize that, you stop trying to convince her and start being the Manchkana Maya. Now, let's get into the meat of this. Exactly how you should respond when she asks, how old are you? This is your 6-part playbook to handle it with style, humor, and masculine charm. Number 6. Women bend your own rules. Women say they have rules. He must be under 40, no more than 10 years older. But here's a secret. Those rules disappear when they meet a man who makes them feel alive. If you bring excitement, warmth, and emotional depth to her life, your age, Bekoma Saravan, she might have walked in thinking too old, but she walked out thinking too good to pass up. Number 5. Timing matters. Never reveal your age too soon. Think of it like this. Women are like a fireplace. They take time to ignite. Don't douse the spark with cold statistics. Let her connect with your vibe, your energy, your presence. By that time, she knows your age. She's already into you, and it won't matter anymore. Number 4. Add 2 years to her guess. Here's a playful trick that never fails. When she asks your age, smile and say, "Why don't you guess?" Chances are she'll lowball it out of politeness or charm. If she says 38 and you're actually 45, respond with almost, "I'm actually 40. You've kept it light, playful, and avoided sounding defensive. Game on. Number 3. Bait her curiosity. When she asks your age, lean in with a confident smile and say, "You're close. Want a few clues and take a second guess later." Boom. You've just shifted the dynamic from serious interrogation to playful curiosity. She's now more focused on solving a fun little puzzle, than judging your number. And during that extra time she's guessing, she's also falling deeper into personality. You've just bought yourself more time to impress without dodging the question. Number 2. Playfully exaggerate. Humor disarms. Confidence attracts, mix both, and you become unforgettable. So, if she hits you with, "How old are you?" respond with a chuckle. "Old enough to be your grandfather." "Just kidding. I've got a few extra years under my belt. That's all." That little joke shows the hours self-aware, fun, and totally comfortable in your skin. And that comfort, that's exactly what she's drawn to. Number 1. Flip the script. Harass power move. When she asks, "How old are you?" smile, lock eyes, and say, "Old enough to know what I want." But their all question is, "How old are you?" In need to make sure you're not too young for me. Just like that, you've turned at the tables. You're no longer the one bung evaluated now. She's the one offering to prove herself. That's power. That's presence. That's dark psychology. Bonus tip, always frame it positively. However you choose to answer, always cast your age in a positive light. Say things like, I'm in my early 40s and loving every minute. These years gave me experience, perspective, and a better sense of what actually matters. That right there, that's attractive maturity. You've just shown her you're not living in denial. You're living in your prime, and that's irresistible. Now, let's rewind. Remember the insecure answers we talked about at the start. I'm only 45. Is that okay? I'm 50, but people say I look younger. I'm 55, but I work out and stay fit. These might sound like you're being honest, but in truth, they drip with self-doubt, and nothing shuts down attraction faster than a man trying to justify who he is. Women, especially younger women, respect certainty. They're not turned off by our age. They're turned off by the fact that you're turned off by your age. Own it. Frame it with pride and shift the focus back to the energy between you, not the digits in your birth year. Emotional truth. It's not about age. It's about connection. Look, some women might say they're toe older men, but many women are. And more importantly, many women are open to right men regardless of age. The question is, are you connected enough, confident enough, secure enough? If she feels that emotional resonance, that spark of trust, charisma, and leadership, age becomes just a number in the background of a much deeper connection. So now you understand why the question is being asked, and you know how to carry yourself. But what if you want to be fully prepared? What if you want a set of powerful ready to responders that pass the test every single time? That's what this next part is about. I'm going to give you real lines word for word that you can say to a younger woman when she asks, so, how old are you? Each one of these responses will either flip the frame, inject humor, or build intrigue, all while keeping you in control. 1. Old enough to know better. Say it with a wink. Old enough to know not to answer that question. Pause, and all enough to enjoy the mystery, why it works. This playful tease keeps her on her toes. You're showing charm, wit, and zero insecurity all in one line. Response number 2. The mirror move. Well, how much do you weigh? Grin, lean back slightly. See, some questions are better left unanswered. Why, it works. This mirrors her behavior and puts a spotlight on the question's personal nature. It adds humor while shifting the energy back in your favor. Response number 3. Flip the frame. How old are you? I need to make sure, or not too old for me. Then, smile. But I have to admit, you've got some seriously good energy. Why it works. You're flipping the power dynamic and turning her test into your evaluation. That kind of confidence is captivating. Response 4. The mysterious gentleman. Let's just say I'm at the perfect age where I know exactly what I want and how to get it. Lock eyes, hold the pause. Why it works. Mystery is magnetic. This line oozes masculine composure and self-assurance. You're not hiding, you're accusing to lead the pace of the interaction. Response number 5. The grandpa joke. Light humor. Old enough to be your pause, then smirk. But only if he had really good genes and a killer sense of humor. Why it works. This shows you're not taking yourself seriously. It humanizes you while still giving her something to laugh about. And humor is attraction rocket fuel. Response number 6. The confident Rathal. I'm 52, and I've never felt better. Agia's made everything richer, deeper, and way more interesting. Delivered with pride, not apology. Why? It works. You're owning it with full conviction. This response tells her, I'm not trying to be young, I'm busy buying exceptional psychological bonus tip. Pause and watch her reaction. After giving your answer. Don't rush. Pause. Let her sit with it. If she giggles, teases back, or leans in, she's into it. If she gets quiet, or changes subject, you've still passed. Why? Because you didn't fold, you didn't shrink, you stayed composed, and that's what she remembers most. Listen, a woman's attraction isn't built on how many candles are on your birthday cake. It's built on how you present yourself, how deep your presence feels, and how secure you are in your own skin. And when you respond with power, humor, a reverent mystery, you instantly set yourself apart from the men who stutter, justify, or seek approval. That's the kind of man she remembers. And more often than not, That's the kind of man she wants to keep around. Picture this. You're on a rooftop bar in the city. The night sky is lit with stars. The glow of warm lights dances across your glass of bourbon. She's sitting across from you, a little younger, undeniably curious, undeniably drawn in. You've shared a few laws. The chemistry is building. Anton, right on cue, she tilts her head, smiles, and says, "So, how old are you?" This moment could go two ways. One, you shrink, you justify, you try to win her approval, and just like that, these, or two, you lean in, smile, and answer, with calm, quiet power. You lead. You own it. You make her feel like she's not with a boy trying to impress her, but with a man who's already impressed with himself. A man who knows what he wants, and knows how to be wanted. What this question really represents, that question, how old are you, isn't really a question. It's a challenge, a curiosity, a subtle invitation to reveal not your age, but your self-worth. Are you the kind of man who folds when tested, or the kind who rises with humor, confidence, and presence? Because let's face it, if she's even asking, she's already intrigued. Now she wants to know, will you break stereotype she has in her head? Or will you confirm that you're just like all the others, overthinking, overcompensating, and underconfident? This is where psychology becomes your secret weapon. The way you respond, calmly, playfully, even mysterious like this, a part of her brain that says, this one is different. And once that thought enters her mind, attraction becomes inevitable. Final takeaway. The rule you should live by. So here's the rule you leave with. Never answer a woman's question with insecurity, especially not one that is your identity. You don't need Toli. You don't need to convince Toli. You need to convince. All you need is to own your truth in a way that feels natural, bold, and fun. BAFTA makes you magnetic. That's what makes you unforgettable. If this video gave you clarity, confidence, or even a smile, hit that like button to let me know it helped. And subscribe to Dark Psychology, because every week, I'm diving deeper into the truths most people never talk about. Whether it's attraction, confidence, or decoding the female mind, you'll always leave here sharper, smarter, and stronger than you came. And hey, drop a comment and tell me what's the best or worst answer you've ever given when Simeon asked your age. I'd love to hear your stories, because we grow when we share. You're not too old, my friend. You're just finally old enough to bear you. I'm Amelia, and this is Dark Psychology. Until next time, stay bold, stay wise, stay unforgettable.